Once the final coats of paint were applied, I let the body sit and dry for about 1 to 2 days before I started applying the first decals. Now it's important to note that I did not add a clear coat. You could add a clear coat first, then place the decals and add another clear coat. In my opinion, it's an extra step that is not strictly necessary. Yes, it does help protect the paint and also makes it applying the decals a bit easier sometimes, but in this case the decals are a really high quality, and I personally did not think it was necessary to apply a clear coat first, then apply the decals, and then apply another clear coat. So I'm just going to go and apply the decals on top of the paint straight away and not add any clear coat beforehand, but of course will add some clear coat afterwards. So the method of applying these decals is pretty much the same every single time. I personally like to apply a setting solution first that helps to place the decals, makes them a little bit softer, and also acts as a little bit of a glue underneath the decal to help it stick a bit better. I then just carefully start removing all of the moisture from underneath by rolling a cotton swab over the decal and absorbing that moisture. Once that is done, I like to heat it up with a hairdryer just to speed up the process, and after that I sometimes add some decal softening solution. This helps conform the decal to the part underneath. It's not always necessary because some of the decals are applied on a flat surface, but if the surface is not perfectly flat, it is a really nice tool to add and help conform the decals. Now again, I'm just showing this same process over and over again, so I'm going to skip a couple of the steps in the videoing of this process, but it's pretty much all the same. Adding some setting solution, placing the decals, just removing the moisture, adding some heat, maybe even some softening solution, and then conforming it to the shape if necessary, and just move on to the next decal. Now we're at a lot of decals. I'm going to show most of them, and I hope you enjoyed this process, and I'll be back in the middle of the video adding some comments here and there. On some areas, the decals also overlap a Panelline, and I like to cut the decal on the Panelline itself and then help it conform with some decal softening solution to form into that Panelline. So when doing this, make sure that the decal is absolutely dry and that your blade is as sharp as possible. If possible, just use a new one just to make sure you don't rip and tear the decal in half on place you don't want it to rip and tear, of course, and just leave a clean cut. For some of the smaller decals with brighter colors, they decided to add a base white decal and then the colored decal on top, just to make sure that the base color of the purple doesn't shine through the decal later on and create uneven color saturation on some of these spots. It's really well thought out and it works super well. So the orange and pink purplish decal around the doors and the vents, I'm pretty sure I placed it incorrectly, a bit too low, but I'm not too sure, as in some of the photos it looks correct, in others it doesn't. Anyway, I placed it like this as it lines up with the vent at the lower area underneath the door, like this, so that's how I placed it. However, on some of these corners and other bent areas, it doesn't really want to fold all that easily, so I just made a couple of small cuts to carefully bend it over and not have as much stress on the decal. After putting in place the final decal from the Skill Motorsport decal set, there were still a couple of decals from the standard kit that could be used on some of these black areas and also on the fuel fillers, plus some of the areas around some of the air inlets. With the last decal placed, I made sure to let the body dry for a couple of days before applying the clear coat on top. You could speed this process up really easily by just heating up the decal, but just letting it sit overnight or for a couple of days is also a really good solution to this. Before applying the clear coat, I went over the entire body, just blowing over it with air, making sure that every small spot of dust was removed. You can also just carefully start cleaning the body with just a bit of water and maybe a super soft brush, being careful not to damage the decals, of course. Then let it dry, clean it off, and move on to clear coating. This first layer of clear is a bit thinner than normal, as I'm wanting to have it bond to the decals and not create some kind of weird reaction, which it sometimes could do with decals. So just go slow on this first layer, and on the second layer you can apply it a bit heavier just to make it nice and glossy. And even if you prefer and it's not glossy enough, you can go for a third layer, of course. After finishing the rear half of the body, I moved that aside, let it cure for a bit, and in the meantime I applied the clear to the front half of the body. With both front and rear half of the body now having received one layer of clear, I let it sit for 5 minutes in between coats, filled up the airbrush again with some more clear, and applied the second and final layer of clear to make it super nice and shiny.